Digimon Liberator Cup Final Round. Cendrillmon versus the 3 Musketeers. The Musketeers are going first. Security setup. Digimon standby. Let's open the final digital gates. Hatching Cendrillmon. Evolves into Toy Agumon. Then, for 2 cost, into Digimon. Turnover, hatching Kiarumon. Evolves into Shumon. And for 3, Shumon is played. On play search, 1, 2, and 3, they grab Shu and Chaparral. Turnover, the 3 Musketeers decide to keep Deputy in the raising area, and for 3, drop Toy Agu. On play search, 1, 2, and 3, they are grabbing Beelstar Ace and Hurricane Screw Shots. Turnover, Shumon moves out. And for 2 cost, will evolve into Shu and go for security on 5k DP. 1 draw from Kiarumon. Check! But it is 11k on Beelstar Ace herself. So even with the minus 3k DP from Shu is taken out. But thanks to that on-attack draw, for 2 cost, the remaining Shu will evolve into Shu, and on evolve, play Arisa at no cost. Turnover, Digimon will now move out. First, for 3 cost, it evolves into Mega Dramon. And on evolve, it loads itself with Hurricane Screw Shot from the hand to bomb Shu. +1 memory from Kapuri, so their turn continues. Toy Agu goes for security on 1k. Check! But it is the 3 cost Arisa, now played for free. Mega Dra follows up with Toy Agu and Deputy's Inheritables on a total of 11k. Check! But it is ST Shu, and with her security effects, Arisa is going to search once again on play 1, 2, and 3, grabbing Chaparral and Vortex Resonance. And now, for 4 cost. In the name of absolute victory, the Fortress Dragoon shall now rain its gunfire upon the battlefield as Mega Dramon evolves into Gundramon. 1 draw. On evolve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There are 2 hits. Gundra chooses to fire off their Blitz, decimating Shu, while returning the remaining cards to the bottom of the deck. With EX7 Arisa's effect, she is suspended to play another Searcher Shu. On play, 1, 2, and 3, they are gonna grab Shu and Vortex Resonance again. And with that, turnover. Active, draw, hatching Kiarumon, and EX7 Arisa bumps the memory up by 1. Kiaru will evolve into Shu. The Shu on the field goes for security on 1k. Check. 1k on Sparrow, so she's taken out. But with EX7 Arisa, a promo Shu is played, given rush by ST Arisa. And on play, security attack -1 is given to Toy Agu as she goes in. Check. 6k on Deputy, taken out as well. Now for 2 cost, the Shu in Raising will evolve into Shu. For another 2, physical training, 1 and 2, they choose to grab 3 cost Arisa, and paying 3, they will play her to guarantee more memory the next turn. And with that, turnover. Active, draw, hatching Cendrillmon, which evolves into Sparrowmon. Toy Agu has security attack -, and the 3 Musketeers want to leave their heavy-duty blocker unsuspended. So without attacking, for 2 cost, Toy Agu will evolve into Tankmon. They choose not to use its on-evolve effect. And then, for 3 cost, into Giga Dramon. On evolve. 1, 2, 3, and 4, it loads up Hurricane Screw Shots, returning the rest to deck bottom while eliminating one of the 3 cost Arisas. Turnover. Active, draw, Shu moves out, and EX7 Arisa bumps the memory up to 4. First, with the delay of physical training for 3 -2, 1 cost, Shu will evolve into Chaparral. On evolve, since there are 3 Digimon in play, -6k DP is inflicted to Gundra. And now, for 3 cost, they will use the option card Vortex Resonance. First, the search. 1, 2, and 3. They choose to grab 3 cost Arisa. And for 4 -4, 0 cost. Accepting the 3 Musketeers showdown, the Queen of Rats shall now face off against the King of Guns as Cendrillmon evolves into Cendrillmon. 1 draw. And on evolve, a familiar is summoned and given rush by Arisa. Since it is still their turn, Cendrill will attack, aiming for security. With Shumon's Inheritable, minus 2k is inflicted to Gundra, and with Shushu's Inheritable, plus Cendrill's own on attack, a total of minus 8k is inflicted to Gigadramon, erasing the Blast Evolution target. But of course, this is what the 3 Musketeers left Gundra unsuspended for. It blocks! With a total of minus 8k DP, Gundra is only at 4k, so it loses to Cendrill. But with its all turns, when your Digimon with the 3 Musketeers trait would leave the battle area other than by your effects, by trashing 1 option card in this Digimon's evolution cards, they don't leave. So Gundra can now choose between Dare Blitz and Hurricane Screw Shot. If they choose purple, they can steal turn by 1 memory, but the problem is, at the end of the turn, Cendrill can still attack with Overclock and use her on attack again to erase Gundra. And then the 3 Musketeers will be choked with only 1 memory the next turn. So instead, Gundra, in order to protect itself, will choose to trash Dare Blitz. And when Dare Blitz is trashed from evolution cards, Cendrill is reverted to Chaperone. Now that it has de-digivolved, Chaperone is vulnerable to security bombs, so Arisa is not going to attack with the familiar. Instead, she will pay 4 cost, and refusing to give up, she evolves Chaperone back into EX7 Cendrill. On evolve, a second familiar is spawned, and at the end of the turn, it is deleted in order to give Cendrill a non-suspending attack with Overclock. Once again, with her on attack, minus 6k DP inflicted to Gundra, reducing it to 0. But even though it cannot save itself, it can still trigger its all turns, allowing it to trash Hurricane Screw Shot to survive for just a moment before being erased by rules processing. And by trashing Hurricane Screw Shot, they get to steal 1 extra memory for their turn. Cendrill's attack connects. Check! It is the option card Dare Blitz! So they were right to be cautious. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon at the lowest play cost. Familiar tokens do not have play cost, so Cendrill is the target. But with Chaperone's Inheritable, she can sacrifice that familiar to survive. And at this moment, with the familiar's deletion, she chooses to activate EX7 Arisa to drop another Searcher Shoe. 1, 2, and 3. Gathering Shushu. Turn over, Sparrowmon moves out. Start of main phase, she loads up Hurricane Screw Shot for 1 draw and 1 memory from Kapuri, and for 2 cost, evolves into Tankmon. And on evolve, it's time. They return Hurricane Screw Shot, Dare Blitz, and Gundramon to the top of their deck in this order to de-digivolve Cendrill into Chaperone, essentially negating its protection. Now for 3 cost, Tankmon can evolve into Gigadra. On evolve, 1, 2, 3, and 4. They know what's there since they rigged top deck. They choose to load up Dare Blitz, returning the rest to deck top in this order, and eliminating the other 3 cost stars. And finally, for 4 cost. Just as Cendrill steps back onto the field, the Fortress Dragoon shall now return to annihilate all, as Gigadra evolves back into Gundramon. 1 draw. And on evolve, they know what's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Of course, it chooses to fire off Hurricane Screw Shot level 3 and level 5. Arisa's field is annihilated. Hurricane Screw Shot is loaded up, and the remaining cards are going to be returned to deck top in this very order. And with that, turn over. Active, draw, patching, Kiarumon. First, it evolves into Shumon, then for 2 cost into Shushu. Finally, for another 2 cost, physical training, 1 and 2, they choose to grab another Shu. Passing over the memory at 1, turn over. Patching, Kiarumon evolves into Toy Agumon. Even if the 3 Musketeers leave Gundra on the field, it's very likely that Arisa will be able to break through the next turn. So paying 1 cost, they are going to unleash their full power here and now, as Gundramon tags out in order to tag in Beelstarmon X. 1 draw. First on evolve, she blasts Hurricane Screw Shot, no targets, loaded up, gaining 1 memory from Kapuri. And with her second on evolve, crashing to Hurricane Screw Shots, Arisa's top security is trashed, a Chaperone. And with 2 Hurricane Screw Shots trashed, they gain 2 memory, up to 3. Now Beelstar X will attack. Her second on evolve also triggers on attack with no once per turn restriction. So this time, trashing Hurricane Screw Shot and Dare Blitz, she trashes another of Arisa's security, which is physical training going to waste. Now Beelstar X's attack connects. Final security check for Arisa, which is 1k on Shumon, blown to smithereens. Oh, and of course with a third Hurricane Screw Shot trash, they gain 1 memory up to 4. And now paying 7, Mega Dramon will be played directly to the field, and on play, it will load up Hurricane Screw Shots. And with that, turnover, Shushu moves out. With the delay of physical training, for 3-2, 1 cost, Shushu will evolve into Chaperone. And with 3 Digimon on the field, -6 KDP is inflicted to Mega Dramon. Now Chaperone goes for security. With Promo Shoes inheritable, that's another -2k to Mega Dra, eliminating once again the Blast Evolution target. So there is nothing left in Chaperone's way. Final security check for the 3 Musketeers, and it is 5k on Tankmon. Chaperone survives. Which means only one thing. For 4 costs, the time has come to settle this showdown once and for all, as Chaperone evolves back into Cendrillmon for the 3rd time this game. 1 draw on evolve. A familiar token is summoned, given rush by Arisa, and at the end of the turn, with Cendrill's overclock, it is sacrificed to deliver 1 final, non-suspending attack. The 3 Musketeers have no blockers on the field and no security remaining. It's a direct attack, and the match is over. The winners of the final round and the entire EX7 Digimon Liberator Cup are Arisa and Shumon. But there is one last thing that I'd like to show you guys. During this turn in the early game, what if Arisa had given Promo Shoe's security attack minus to Gundra instead of Toy Agu? As usual, first for 2 costs, Toy Agu will evolve into Tankmon, which doesn't use its on-evolve effect. But with the card the 3 Musketeers just top-decked, with Tankmon's evolution, everything has changed. Tankmon goes for security on 7k with Toy Agu's inheritable. Check. 7k on Chaperone, so he is taken out. And now, for 1 cost, the 3 Musketeers will suddenly go full burst, X-evolving Gundramon into Beelstarmon X. 1 draw. First on evolve, Hurricane Screw Shot, there are no targets, simply loaded up. Gaining 1 memory from Kapurimon, and with her second on evolve, she will trash both Hurricane Screw Shots in order to trash Arisa's top security of physical training, burned while gaining back 2 memory. And now, without attacking, they will pay 12 cost in order to play the hot-blooded trigger-happy troublemaker of the 3 Musketeers, Magna Kidmon, directly to the field. No draw. His on-play is the same as his on-evolve, so he will now fire off his signature move that can only be performed when all 3 Musketeers are gathered together, Chaos Triangular. No targets, it is simply loaded up. And since they currently have 5 cards in hand, they draw 1. And with that, turn over. But at this moment, at the end of your turn, once per turn, by trashing 1 option card in this Digimon's evolution cards, one of your Digimon with the 3 Musketeers trait gains security attack +1 for the turn and attacks. Magna Kid was just played this turn, so it can't attack, but Beelstar X can. And with her on attack, since it has no once per turn restriction, by trashing 3 Musketeers Gundramon and 3 Musketeers Dare Blitz, she will unleash a preemptive bullet that demolishes Arisa's final security, which is a shoe. And with that, Beelstar X is still in the middle of attacking. Even though she has security attack -1 from Promo Shoe the previous turn, that is cancelled out by the security attack plus given by her comrade in arms, Magna Kid. which means she has lead. So just wanted to show you guys this fun interplay between the three Musketeers, and I'll see y'all in the next Digimon battle. いいか